Hey y'all, this episode of The Read is being brought to you by Bevel and Tristan Walker. Bevel is the first and only razor designed for coarse curly hair and sensitive skin. Coarse like my fucking voice, but here I am anyway. Bevel is clinically proven to reduce and prevent razor bumps and discoloration. So, like I've said, make sure that you go out and get you one. Go to getbevel.com and use code FREEREAD to get the first month of your Bevel subscription for free. Get started now and let's move on.
This week's episode is also brought to you by NatureBox. Are you tired of trying to resist the temptation of unhealthy snack foods? This week's sponsor, NatureBox, has a healthy snacks to get you through. They make over 100 ridiculously delicious snacks for you to choose from that they source from all over the world. So it doesn't mean you have to eat bland, boring, and tasteless food just to make a smarter snacking choice. Go to naturebox.com/read right now to get 50% off your first box. That's naturebox.com/read for 50% off your first box of delicious and unique snacks without any of the junk. naturebox.com/read. Let them know we sent you. And now let's start the Read Baltimore. I should have known. Hello, Baltimore. Goddamn.
Or Baltimore. How do you... Baltimore.
I love y'all's accent.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm working on it.
Obey.
I just know that every time I've ever spoken to somebody from Baltimore, like black people from Baltimore, and I say Baltimore, they're like, where? Incorrect. In Maryland. Where? Like
Maryland.
Merlin.
That's cute.
It's Merlin.
Merlin.
Get it together.
Y'all swear y'all Southern. Y'all like this close.
Like my favorite American accent. I swear to God. So hey, we're here.
And it's our first time doing the read here. Shout out to everybody who's come to the DC shows. But we wanted to show y'all some love.
I feel like my back is turned to y'all. Like, I need to get my...
Well,
it's all right. She's insured.
No. You're so crazy.
Jesus, these shit's made out of granite?
You could have told me my whole leg was out. It's not that heavy, bro.
Whew.
You good?
Jesus. Okay. Hey, y'all. How you feeling?
Y'all out here?
Well, thank you. Don't know how long we're going to be here, but I'm hoping that at some point we will get a chicken box and a half so that I
Oh my God. That was raucous. Y'all meant that.
Sunnies.
And what it's called
Sunnies.
A chicken box?
And a half.
Okay. Is that half tea, half lemonade?
Yes.
Okay. So Arnold Palmer.
No.
Okay, my bad. Oh my God. So it's
How
not
dare you? You were just booed for that. There he is, right there. He's over it.
So what do y'all call it then?
Half and half.
But it has okay, all right. Listen, fine, whatever you want to call it, we'll get one.
Listen.
I said fine.
Now you know that you got some stuff that y'all call some bullshit that ain't it. Because everybody
That's why
does.
I'm leaving it alone.
That's right.
That's fine. It's caramel, damn it.
Who the fuck is Arnold Palmer?
Caramel is for white people in Twix commercials. It is caramel. I don't care. I do not care.
There is literally another A.
You just mad
right
because you say it the white
after
way.
R.
You say it's the white
right
way.
There. It's right
so
there.
Mad about that.
It's
that
like
second A.
No.
You never heard of silent
How? But that doesn't make sense.
Do you say knife?
Sweetheart.
No,
sweetheart.
you sure don't.
Sweetheart.
You don't say knife.
Linda, listen.
But it's still there.
It's
just like that second A in caramel.
R.
No.
A.
No.
M-E-L. Like,
yes,
and you just ignore it. The A is literally like, A. Like, it's like, hey.
Doesn't
Like,
matter. That's
it's
fine.
right there.
We
And
do
you are
that
just
all the time.
ignoring it. It's rude.
That is the English language. That A is just there for decoration. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Incorrect.
I mean, you're mad, but that is...
She is not right, sweetheart. Don't get me to spitting up in this bitch. She is wrong.
Amen.
And you are enabling her because you see her in her goddamn Gabby Fresh bikinis and shit, bitch. And now, so now you want to, because you know she's wrong, she's still incorrect. False.
I know this ain't coming from this nigga. Taking me,
Bitch.
Booty shorts on, no, don't do me. Booty shorts on, legs crossed, taking a picture of
Sweetheart.
the crotch.
Sweetheart.
Miami, 90 degrees, dick.
Sweetheart.
Don't do me,
Sweetheart.
ass popping in the waves, nigga.
Sweetheart.
You stay putting up thirst traps.
Sweetheart.
Profile pictures. You ain't gotta turn to the
Miss
side.
bitch.
Take no picture at the beach.
Dear
bitch.
girl.
But you be out here. Don't do me.
Sweet peach
Don't
Miss
do
girl.
me. I do not care.
I wear bathing suits to the goddamn beach.
Whatever.
That's what I do. Just because I don't have on no goddamn new era swimsuits below my motherfucking knees doesn't mean that I'm just out here for the girls to see my crack. Now, I do post thirst traps,
right,
and
I
I'm
know.
proud
That's
of
all
them.
I'm saying.
But at the same time,
So don't
bitch,
come for me.
I'm not
So
giving
don't come for
you.
me when you
I'm
be
not
out here.
giving you. Here I am in the living room in a bikini. What's
That's
on
just
Scandal
not a
tonight?
bikini.
Bitch, like,
You are dead set on hating
Like-
on me for that.
I don't know how I feel about my collarbone, y'all. Like, you know how motherfuckers be on Instagram with their whole ass out talking about like the weather. Bitch, we know why you're here,
It's fine.
girl. I'm
It's
giving you
fine.
environment. I'm giving you ambiance.
Okay.
I'm giving you nature, bitch, and a couple shots of ass, girl.
Bitch,
like,
there ain't no
I
nature
think about
or
mine
ambiance
prior,
in them
and you're
pictures.
mad. Like,
You a
you're
lie.
so
It's
mad.
fine, because I already see this whole ass summer that you and Asante and Dustin
And I'm
have planned
committed.
out, and I know that you're gonna be putting up your whole shots all summer long, so there'll be plenty of time for me to clown you.
Absolutely.
I don't even feel no type of way about
Fine, but I'm just letting you know
this. You're hating on me for
that
no
I
reason.
see you.
You see me,
bitch.
nigga. I see you.
That's it. No, that's fine. That's fine, because
You
I can
know what?
stand up in
I
my
don't
mess.
deserve this.
I can stand up in my whole shit, bitch, because I'm not afraid of
I'm
nothing.
not denying that
I
I put the
understand
picture up,
condoms,
but you ain't got no
prep.
to talk about nobody
I
else.
understand abstinence, prayer. I know all, like, I got my shit together. Ain't nothing for me to be ashamed of, bitch. I just want for you to know
All
that
right.
I see
Don't
you,
nobody
bitch.
care.
I see you setting it out. It goes down in the DM.
No, it doesn't.
Sure does.
I should have known if they would talk about Jesus, they would talk about me. I should have known.
Girl,
Bible.
bye.
You was born to hate. It's fine.
Girl, and I live to love.
Look at you.
Get into
You are
that.
still going. Do we have a show to do?
Because at the end of the day,
Are you serious? Hey, black people.
just so you know.
Are you done?
So, this is apparently also going to be the episode tomorrow, so
Yes.
say hi.
So when you ask your questions, pick out your fake names now. Don't be revealing all these extra details.
Or do it. Fuck it. Be a rebel. So, Sick Sad World. My God. I just...
Pretty bad.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Damn, y'all got us together.
so the Black Excellence this week is going to be y'all and all 5 seasons of The Wire.
Oh, yes.
Except for the second
Felicia
season.
Pearson. Is she here?
Ooh, they
should've-
could get the second season up out my face.
You watched all of The Wire?
Bitch, hell, that's the greatest show to ever grace television, bitch. Are you kidding me?
I had to watch like through my fingers because The Wire scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
The Wire
And then
was
everybody was like,
terrifying.
it's based on real life. Like, and I was like, oh shit. All right then. Baltimore gets real.
It was like only sort of kind of fiction. Like it was like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was all based on actual ass niggas. Like
Probably.
it was just so for real. Anyway, so that's the Black excellence because I literally didn't have one.
Okay.
But these are also Black and excellent. So
What is this?
I just don't. All right, should I start with good news or bad news?
Bad.
Well, most of it's bad. Okay, fine.
Oh.
I am Riley Curry's death stare. Let me tell you something. That little girl, she been here twice.
And I am Sky Jackson. Because we share similar values.
Both young ladies who get it. And aren't afraid to let you know they
They're
get
just
it.
in tune.
Okay, so let's start. Oh God, I'm already tired. So someone at the Billboard Music Awards apparently got in touch with Madonna.
This was almost my read. Almost.
You honest? You can.
No, it was almost, but I picked something else.
So apparently, Madonna will be at the Billboard Music Awards. Oof.
Yikes.
She will be at the Billboard Music Awards performing a tribute to Prince.
No. Does anybody want to see this?
Now, I just want to say, right, like, please keep in mind that I had no plans to watch the Billboard Music Awards. You just won't fool me again, bitch. Like this, you're just not.
Never good.
You're not going to get any of my views, live tweets, none of it. I'm not doing it. This is the same exact fuck center that gave Taylor Swift that award.
All right.
Over Michael Joseph, the legendary Jackson.
You're never going to get over
Jr.
that. It was like Artist of the Millennium or something.
It's
right?
like...
It was something crazy.
No, I think it was Artist of the Year, but it was the year he died. Like, bitch, nobody was talking about anybody but Michael fucking Jackson. They bought all his albums again, like 15 times over.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, what's your favorite song? Everybody, that was my goddamn favorite song. They were introducing it to the babies. Everybody was teaching Chris Brown is balling. Everybody was talking about Michael Jackson because of the impact that he has had on music and sound and visuals and art and all of this stuff. And you gave this white bitch this art. Like, are you stupid, girl?
Never gonna recover.
And she took it. Like, she took. That
She
was when I
accepted it.
knew.
That's what don't make sense.
That was, mind you, that was this. We talk about this 8 times. Like, I talk about this at least 5 times a year. It was the same year as the Kanye thing. So white America was like, oh no. You're not gonna just run up on our young, dirty, blonde, blue-eyed pop girls and just say you're black peace. So we're gonna uplift this bitch and give her everything. And she has been winning awards and acting shocked ever since then. I've been trying to tell you, nobody's listening to me. I've been saying this for years. Please pay attention.
You're so worked up.
She took the award, girl. Like, if they would have been like Kid Fury, I would have been looking around, giving
Kid
me...
Fury who?
No thanks. I'm actually good.
She should have went up there and been like, I'm so sorry, because clearly there was a misprint on the card.
I think that she
Something
grabbed
got
the wrong...
fucked up in the back, but absolutely not.
No, you won. I didn't. I'm telling you that I lost.
No, it couldn't have been.
Scratch my name off of it. Michael Jackson was nominated. I don't even know why I'm here.
Why are Taylor Swift and Michael Jackson even in the same category of consideration? She just got here.
Michael Jackson
artist
being
from
nominated for an
Pennsylvania.
award is dead ass like Nicki Minaj being nominated for female hip hop at the BET Awards. Because it's like, who else is? Nobody cares. Like, we know who's getting it. Nicki Minaj. That's how I look. Like, nobody should be nominated next to Michael Jackson and then they win. Girl, what?
Right. You should just consider yourself glad that you were nominated next to Michael Jackson. Like, she should have just took a screenshot of her nomination and framed it like, yes. One time somebody put my name next to MJ's, and that should have been the end of it. But the way you hate her.
For artist of the year, like, I could understand if it was like best perm or if it was like lightest skin, like something
Whitest
else.
skin, thinnest body.
Artist, like art.
But back to Billboard.
Essentially what I'm saying is fuck them forever. For that. And also, if you've noticed, they've been playing games with black artists on that show for like the past couple of years. And most of the black artists that do go there be sitting like in whatever seat because they called them like a week prior and be like, you won. So we would really like for you to come so that we can put your name in the commercial so the girls will watch. And Nicki Minaj would be like, ugh, girl, all right. Do I have to bring Meek with me? Yes, we would like it for the photograph. We would really
Nobody
like it.
ever asked Nicki to bring Meek. That does not happen. It's normally like, so listen, girl, there's no plus ones. No shade, we just don't have the space.
I don't believe it because he's always with her. And so, yes, essentially, I don't know, Madonna. Bye. And her little fans were all in their feelings when I said that they didn't like each other because, I mean, I pay attention and I enjoy Prince a lot and have for quite some time. And I remember him being over Madonna publicly many times.
Yes.
But apparently, they made up and performed, had
Trash.
FAO Schwartz or something, I don't know, whatever. Some shit like, they best friends now, so girl, let's have Madonna do it. Like,
But
girl.
even if they were best friends, Prince always talked about black women and black artistry and always wanted black artists covering his music and doing his tributes and shit like that. He would have never picked out Madonna in a million fucking years to lead his tribute. So fuck Billboard.
I just hope that I can make it to heaven so that like I could scroll through like a DVR and they'll show Prince's reaction to Madonna doing this tribute. Like, I really hope that like the angels are like
Absolutely not.
recording it. Cause you know God is like, okay, so do you want to come over and watch? Cause I really want to see how you're gonna react to this. I really want to know. Cause you know Prince is gonna be up there like, oh God. What is she gonna sing? What is she
my
going to talk?
God. Oh no, watch her do her own music. Just put her Prince spin on it. I don't know which is worse.
Madonna might get her ass whooped if she tried to do some shit like that. Like, I feel like somebody would throw something at Madonna if she wasn't performing Prince. That isn't even...
I've been done with her since she called her, or she said nigga, or something a few years ago.
Baby.
Because you know she has these adopted black kids, right? And then put up a picture of them rubbing her feet. I just didn't like that, even though I have rubbed my mama's feet many times. I just didn't like the
Your
sight of
mama
them
is
two
black.
black kids. Right. Rubbing
ain't
whole
rubbing.
crusty ass toes.
No.
I just didn't appreciate that.
Bitch.
So
I feel like even 2-3-year-old me would have been looking at this white lady like...
I don't fucking think so, bitch. I can go home for this.
Like, I was quite fine in my village if we want to be all like 100% girl. I didn't ask you for none of your Wi-Fi. I didn't ask you for your Netflix. I
Yes,
can go home.
Wi-Fi.
Like,
'Cause
I don't
what's
need
Wi-Fi?
to be here, bitch. I don't give a fuck about your In-N-Out burgers, bitch. Like, I could go home, rub your feet.
Right, I ain't asked to be here.
Okay, so this is like, I feel like the only good piece of news. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's all pretty bad.
Father.
So this may only touch a few of your souls, but I want you to know that there is a film coming out in 2018 called Black Panther.
Wow. So all of y'all know what it is.
So excited. Okay, so So Captain America Civil War just came out like a couple of weeks ago. It's mostly white people in this one, but it's still, like, it's real good. The great part about it is that Chadwick Boseman, I'm pretty sure I said his name right, he introduces the character of Black Panther. Now, for those of you who don't know, Black Panther is a comic book character from, like, before my daddy and him, who is, like, one of the first big, like, notable Black superheroes, and still to this day, one of the only, like, one of maybe, 6? So it's very exciting for those of us with melanin to see this Black character in this movie with this huge budget, Disney and all them, and he's beating ass. Like, and I don't want to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen, but I'm just gonna go ahead and see it, because bitch, you had time at this point. There's this scene where this woman, who is one of, keep up, you're following, I know you're with me. So the Black Panther is like the king of Wakanda, which is this part of Africa, right? So he's got these bodyguards, but the bodyguards are Black women, right?
Okay.
This beautiful, Black, bald lady walked up on the Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson's white ass, who had the nerve to be standing in front of the king's car like he just had to talk to her. And this woman's one and only line in the movie is "Move or you will be moved."
Amen.
This is me in the theater. You remember when Whitney Houston was at she said
at the Grammys.
I said, did y'all just hear this Black woman walk up on this white bitch and say, I can, like, if we want to be frank, I'll beat your ass out here, like, and you know that I will, so what's poppin'? It was just like, and so many people, white, Black, everybody was so excited by that one line in this character. So everybody's really excited for this movie for a million reasons. But then to top it all off, now they're saying that Lupita and Michael B. Jordan are going to be in the Black Panther movie in 2018.
It's not coming out till 2018?
I want to pre-order now. Like, can I have my tickets now? I'm ready to go today. And when I tell you,
I don't get this.
leave your babies at home. I'm willing to, like, just leave them at home on the day that I'm going. I feel like the kids should be able to see this. I feel like it's important for them to, get this Black-ass superhero movie. I've said the other day that I'm so tired of watching. I know y'all live for, like, the underground and all that stuff. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing Black people being depicted as slaves and all that shit. Like, we get it. My God, y'all were horrible. You still are. So what else? Like, girl, shit. Anything, like, God damn, what else? So I'm excited.
I can tell, and I don't have any idea what any of that was about, but I'm so happy for you and your shoulder shimmy.
You have to go.
Of course, I'll go for the strength of Lupita alone, but I don't know shit else about. He told me Black Panther, and I thought he meant, like us. Like
this Black Panther is
Panthers.
actually older than the Black Panther Party.
That's what I figured out.
And another, like, Lupita again, like you saying you would just go for that. When I found out that she was going to be in the new Star Wars, I literally went out and bought the movies and watched each and every single one of them. Those shits are older than me. So I'm just like, for people to continuously act like Black representation doesn't make a difference or it's not a big deal, it's foolish.
Amen.
Look, I gave you all of this money for your old white ass movies just because you told me this Black girl is gonna be in this next film. Now I'm a Star Wars fan and whatever the fuck else, I guess.
Yeah.
Because of that, because she's awesome, talented, and beautiful, and sickening, and Black and awesome, she looks like me and people that I know, and that matters.
Okay. Can somebody bring me some Kleenex? I'm dying. Thank you,
what?
Sante. Some Kleenex. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm fighting like the worst cold of my life. So, I mean, I'm okay, but I just didn't want to like blow my nose in the mic or nothing.
So
what? Oh, yes, I would love a cuff drop. Thank you, girl. Y'all are
classy.
so nice.
Shout out to Baltimore.
Just
Cough
the
drops.
sweetest people.
Free things. Look at that.
Thank you so much, Boo. Somebody brought us a Baltimore in a box. Do y'all know what that is? It's a bunch of stuff. It's like crab flavored chips and don't give me the lion, but a whole box full of stuff from here, so I can't wait to fuck it up.
Ricola.
Amen.
All right. Well, back to the bad news. So Drake doesn't have a beard anymore.
You should have led. That should have been the first story.
Now, I just have to say that I would still give it up.
Of course you would.
I mean, for several reasons. I mean, like, he's still Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
He's
my
got,
God.
like, the body
Thank
now.
you. Asante, it's a roll of Charmin in my backpack. Thank you so much. Oh my God, y'all are just...
There's
Who
a
needs a
whole little,
Walgreens
like,
when you have
Walgreens in
Baltimore?
here.
Y'all are so sweet. Huh? Oh, girl. Thank you. Anyway, Drake cut off all his facial hair. Thank you.
Thank you, Asante, for bringing out an entire trash can.
My black is beautiful. Y'all gonna sit up here and act like you ain't never took a roll of toilet paper when you had a cold. Lie if you want to.
So, yeah, a lot of people feel very strongly about bald-faced Drake, and typically, you know, I am also very against a bald face. I just feel like, you know, we're all adults here. There's no need for, you know, your face to just be completely nude as a grown man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
He's just not as fine as he used to be.
That's exactly
He was a
it.
9.5, and it took him back down to like a 6.8, and it's not fair. Okay, you know what? You're right. 6 is unfair. A 4.
Bitch, you tripping. Now, hold on. 4, girl.
Yeah, a 4 without the beard, sis. He don't get no points for the chest, because the man's body is a lot better. Well, not better, but he's swole, and it's sexy.
He looks like he used to like rob banks, and then he turned his life around, and now he like carpools and like he teaches like kids soccer games, but like the feds are still looking for him. He's under like, he looks like Mob Wives or something. Like he dated Drita. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, I thought that Drake was cute before he had a beard, so maybe that's why I'm willing to like
definitely
work with him. Because now he ain't got a beard, but he does still have a body and more money, and like, he's just Drake.
Look at you. I will admit he's cuter now than what he used to be, but he needs that beard back real
I just
bad.
want it back. Just hurry
He's
up.
got to grow that right on back. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because goddamn.
Give me a 5 o'clock shadow, anything. Midnight shadow, something.
A little scruff. Something. Just let me know that it's coming back. I hope he didn't really cut it for SNL, but I think he did. Like, just to do SNL.
The SNL really wasn't even, I mean, it wasn't...
Did you
I
watch
didn't
the whole
mind
thing?
it.
only
I
saw
did
half
watch
of it.
the whole thing, but I thought that it was like... I laughed more than I expected myself to laugh.
Okay.
If that counts for anything.
Well, it's SNL, so you're not really expecting no whole bunch of guffaws, but I get it. Yeah.
Keenan made me laugh at one point. Leslie Jones is hilarious. It has been for years, and I'm so glad that white people finally recognize it, I guess.
I guess.
Because, I mean, she's been funny, like, literally forever, and now everybody's like, oh, you should be in Ghostbusters. She's like, I've been doing stand-up and making you niggas laugh, like, since forever, but
Right.
sure, like, now Taraji is Cookie. Like, bitch, what? Taraji was like, was she in Sister Sister? Or Smart Guy? One of them goddamn shows. This bitch
Was
been acting. Yes.
Taraji
Smart
was a
guy,
smart
right?
guy?
Yes.
Wow, I gotta go back and watch.
Which, by the way, is still funny. Like, that show is hilarious. Taj Mowry blocked me because I called him TJ Henderson on Twitter.
I was gonna say, if you call him smart guy, he will block you. Like, he does not think that shit's cute.
It's an American classic.
I'm just
I would
saying.
be proud.
He's
Anyway,
sensitive.
so yeah, Drake's face is bald now. I don't know how to feel about it, especially with this album. It's like, okay, so now like the album's boring, your face is boring. It's like, I'm not.
A little nervous about the tour. Are you going?
I'm not paying to go. If somebody's like, hey, would you like to go to the Views Palace, whatever, I don't know what it's called. The Summer 16 tour.
Oh, that's a cute
Child,
name.
whatever.
Okay.
If somebody's like, hey, come on, then I'll probably go, but I'm not paying to go hear Drake crooning, especially after he sang on Saturday Night Live. Aubrey, I love you so much, but my God. Like, he's talking about, oh, I was listening to all this Stevie Wonder and Alabama Shakes, and they didn't help you at all.
Right.
So,
So you just go on and let Stevie and Britney do the legwork then, sis.
like,
Melodies is not your forte.
it's okay.
It is. You can just be a rapper.
Everyone has to have a slippery era.
Slippery?
You know, an era that's not as great.
Do you
as
think
the
this
other
is
ones.
this is his, you
It's
know?
my least favorite.
I mean, okay, that's fair. That's fine. Drake will be just fine regardless. He said his retirement is already funded. And I looked out the window like, goddamn.
That nigga could fund both. He could fund my retirement. That nigga, he's wealthy, so I mean, he don't give a shit.
Straight up. Like, nigga, I wish. Goals.
Speaking of Drake, let's talk about his friend Future and how he and Sierra are playing another game. So
No, we
apparently,
don't care.
Sierra was looking to get full custody of baby tomorrow, and she lost.
And really, who could blame her? I would have been looking for full custody too.
I mean,
Because I just feel like Future has piles and piles
dirty
of drugs around the house.
Sprite 2. Like his whole album is about depression and overdose. The entire thing is about like sleeping with strippers and waking up hating yourself and then popping perk until you can't feel anything. It's like,
right.
But the beat is so good that you don't even realize that this guy should probably seek professional help. Like he's like going through it. It's like the saddest shit you could ever hear. But Metro Boomin is just a beast. So who cares?
I can't believe you can even understand enough of the lyrics to know how sad he is. Because the nigga does not articulate.
He's high. Like his life's miserable.
Like you can literally put anything over a beat and niggas will make you go platinum.
His life sucks. The Carlton Banks of the NFL has his baby. He's high, like.
Because Carlton is a good daddy.
I don't say his life sucks. His Future's life is way better than mine. But, I mean, the nigga is clearly rapping about nothing but drugs and like all kinds of bitches and hoes and just weird shit and calling himself Hendrix. It's just odd. Like, it's strange to me. And so I too would be like, so did you listen to Evil? Or it's like, because my baby can't be around that.
Right.
Me and Carlton, we've got it from here.
We can do it. And the judge disagreed.
They did. I mean,
surprisingly, I thought Sierra was going to win that with no problems at all. I'm shocked. You're right. She shouldn't have had a baby by him, but a whole lot of us have been digmatized and didn't realize till it was too late just how foolish we were being.
I just feel like there are way too many people, like celebrities especially. I feel like they're starting, because pop stars are way too influential, especially over grown adult minds. I don't get it. Like teenagers are one thing. You know, I used to be into all kinds of weird shit and think that, I don't know, Eminem was awesome. No, I thought Eminem was terrifying. I'm making that up.
Oh, I loved Eminem. He was one of my favorites. The Marshall Mathers LP.
That nigga was talking about killing his mama.
gay teenage self played that shit over and over.
Sorry.
I was ready to shoot up every school. I was pissed.
That.
Eminem was my nigga. Kim was hard for me to listen to. Kim was like, I mean, this is a little much, my nigga. That was when I knew I still had some kind of soul.
You're not gonna put no white, blonde boy in a fucking wife beater in front of me who talk about chopping up his own goddamn mammy and putting her in a goddamn trunk. I'm scared. Like, that's terrifying. You're talking about killing your mother and your child's mother?
Yes, that song's about his wife.
He talks shit about his mama, too.
Yeah, but not on that track.
He talk about killing her?
Not on that record.
Oh, so he didn't put her in the trunk, but he killed the bitch.
That song is about putting Kim in the trunk and then driving the car into the water. That's
terrifying.
You're right. That's Stan. There's so many different murder scenarios that Eminem has in his music. It's easy to get mixed up.
Listen, I listened to some weird shit. Like, I listened to all kind of Linkin Park, Evanescence, Slipknot.
Come on, Linkin Park. Come on, bring me to life.
Korn. I used to listen to all Insane Clown Posse. I listened to a whole bunch of weird shit.
I used to listen to Creed.
But
I don't know what I was going through when I was listening to Creed, man. 3 Doors Down and shit.
Eminem,
I was going through it.
9 Inch Nails, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I never got that dark.
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, yeah. 9 Inch Nails, I was like, I don't think so.
Eminem scared the shit out of me. It was just too much. I was like, your mama, my nigga? Like, God damn. Like, even if you did want to kill your mama, why are you telling everybody? Like, that is horrible.
I was into it. And I loved my mama, but that nigga just spoke to the angry one inside of me.
So.
I'm just saying. I had a lot of feelings.
Anyway, so
what are we talking about?
Let's talk about, I don't remember, Nicki Minaj.
Are we?
No, I'm moving. Nicki Minaj got on the internet to let us know that Safari.
Oh, girl.
Give me a second. Give me just a second. What's your name? Shanisha? Kanisha. Featuring Kanisha, y'all, at home. So, apparently, Safari is suing Nicki Minaj for mental and physical abuse.
Yeah. Did she throw a suitcase at him or did I make that up? Where did I hear that story?
A what?
I heard a story a few years back that they had gotten into some shit in a hotel. And
that was true.
But she threw it like a suitcase or something at him. Did I make that part up?
Like he hit her with a suitcase.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's what I thought he was talking about.
But it was supposed to be an accident. I don't know, whatever. But she went on Twitter or wherever and said the following. Tweeted on the 5th that the 6th was my baby's birthday. The baby being the young man from Philadelphia. Celebrated on the 6th for his birthday publicly, served with a lawsuit on the 9th, LOL. 2 years later, this poor excuse of a man is suing me and claiming to have been physically and emotionally abused. LOL, he's so miserable. Look at what men have become so they don't have to work. Fathers, please stay. Didn't she do it? Like that was, damn.
Straight like that.
And she not, fathers, please stay in your sons' lives. God damn. And
Nicki.
And if you really want to get into the burn, like she's known this nigga forever, so she has to know,
right.
like, God damn. My man asked him to stop emailing me. I also asked him several times. This man can't move on. It's really sad. Calling my mother crying. I said I'd help, but as soon as Meek asked him to stop emailing me, it's a problem. Leave us alone, please.
Why do we need to know all this?
And she caught him stealing money, apparently. So what did you just say? I just want you to say it again.
Why do we have to know all of this?
Oh, thank you. Why?
Weren't you just on Ellen 3 weeks ago talking about you not talking about your relationship anymore because it's nobody's business and the public is so messy and all this stuff that I was like, okay, Nikki, I get it. Fine, don't talk about it. So then why are we getting a whole play-by-play of this nigga suing you and what Meek said? I don't never need to know what Meek Mill said, sweetie. Because I've heard the records he put out when Drake came for his ass and they weren't worth playing twice. So his opinions on you and Safari are even less relevant. Why do the rest of us need to know?
He actually put out an EP after Back to Back, or one of those things came out that was not bad, but nobody gave a fuck.
Nobody heard it.
Lost.
Shit.
Like, I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is good. Okay, delete. Like, I just don't, because I just can't even listen to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no shade, you played yourself. You'll always have dreams and nightmares. I listened to that song a million times.
We'll always have Big Daddy.
It'll always be great.
I love Big Daddy.
House Party's great. Like, you've got stuff. But God, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was an L. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Anika.
All I'm saying is I think that Nikki is under this impression that we care about, you know, and I think that, you know, at best, most of us probably want her to be happy, I guess. But, like, we don't need to know none of this shit, bitch. Like, this is the same thing with Meek and all them pictures and all that stuff. Everybody's like, girl, okay.
Right.
Like, congratulations. Super happy for you, I guess. Like,
right.
So here you are again telling it. First of all, I absolutely believe that she abused this man physically.
Do you really?
And mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. I do.
Not financially, but maybe the rest of them.
Not financially, I'm being extra, but I'm saying, only the reason I say that is because I was a Nicki Minaj stan. Like early stages, and I remember her being on Ustream when everybody thought that he was her assistant or hype man or whatever, and they were in a relationship this whole ass time, married from what I heard. And she would be on Ustream talking to him like, these are not lemon pepper wings, bitch, these are the buffalo, they're not even spicy, what the fuck is your gut? Like, and I would be at home in front of my MacBook looking around like, you know when your friend and their girlfriend or boyfriend start arguing with you and you're the only one there and you're just like,
oh no, get me out of here. Well, all right, girl. I miss when celebrities used to Ustream all the time, just randomly. They don't do that shit no more.
I don't. Please stop.
It was fun.
Don't bring it back. It was fun back then, but so was Twitter and plenty of other social media apps. They no longer entertain me in that way.
Yeah, the climate has changed.
It is just the worst.
Is that it?
Apparently Safari will also be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Anything to not get a job. What do y'all have against filling out applications and going to work? Me and Kia were just talking about this. What is the problem with getting a job? Nikki was probably right about that shit when she said, this nigga is suing me just so that he will not have to work. Like,
it gives me like I'm being petty because, you know, you're with this nigga and, you know, they were probably texting each other a whole bunch of petty shit that nobody knows about, like keeping up a whole bunch of mess. And so he's like, oh, your man's birthday? Well, bitch, put this shit on a cake, bitch. Like, that's what it gives me. I don't even feel like he really expects to get it. I can't imagine he really expects to get any money out of this. I feel like he's just trying to embarrass her, and that's probably why she's angry with him. Like, you're just trying to, at this point, do something to get a reaction out of her or make her look silly or whatever because you're, you know, a young man scorned.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to grasp for whatever straw of relevance you can. And Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I guess, is the best straw you could get.
Oh, man.
It's literally where careers go to die.
Wait, Omarion had a #1 hit.
Thanks to Jhené Aiko.
I was going to say with 3 other niggas, but still, he was back on the charts.
Because nobody was pressed over, and that's fax, no printer. And that's facts.
What are those?
No printer.
Y'all don't be giving a fuck about lyrics.
Holy fuck. Thank God for the groceries, because that... Okay.
Here you go. I already know. This Ricola is delicious. Thank you. I will be purchasing a whole bag.
So, Azealia Banks. Okay.
I really hate to say I told you so.
What did you tell me that? Okay, just let me.
Yeah, you should talk.
I just have so many feelings, and each and every single one of them makes. My anxiety. I have so many feelings. Each feeling makes me tired. I don't even like. Okay, so Azealia Banks was up to her as normal Azealia Banks antics by going on the internet and arguing with people in a very horrible manner. So she saw these photographs of the young man Zayn Malik, whatever his name is. That's what his album sound like. I'm kidding, I like it. I'm joking. Fuck. So she saw these pictures online of him, I guess in some videos or something, and in a couple of the pictures looked like some things that she made, like some things, videos or stuff that she's done before. So she feels like this nigga is taking her style, whatever. So she says something about it or whatever on Instagram, whichever social media, and he pays it. I think at most he said something like, I see you reaching, but it is what it is. Like, my ad's not good for you or something like that. She jumps off the 0 to 5 million.
Yep.
But this is how she always... Okay, so 2 things. First thing, it really makes me personally just confused and sad because I don't understand how you can allow yourself to submit yourself to that kind of hatred and anger. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows how I feel about her, and it is what it is. It doesn't change the fact that you can, even if you feel a way, everybody else in the world could not see what you see in terms of him copying you, whatever. You could be the only person who feels like this. If you want to argue with him or whatever, you can do that without saying you're a sand nigger and your mother's a refugee and you smell like curry and all. It's just
curry scented bitch. Called him a curry.
You're talking about a young boy whose hair is salt and pepper colored, who is in some pop group. You have so much material. If you wanted to roast this nigga that you could have done, why do you have to jump straight into even if someone was inclined to agree with you, it's well, girl, I guess y'all even now, bitch, because you done call this nigga every horrible fucking thing in the entire world because what? It's not even worth it. It's not I just don't understand it. So that's that. Here comes Sky Jackson.
Me. I am Sky Jackson.
Let me get through this.
Because I know this is...
I already, I hate everything involved.
I know.
So Sky Jackson, first of all, I just want to say, if anything, I'm glad that I finally know what that little girl's name is because I kept seeing this fucking meme of her in this blue dress and I'm like, she looks familiar. Is she on Vine? I'm like, I know her face. Sky Jackson is the show. I don't know if it's Jessie. What is the show on Disney? It's Jessie? Okay, so she's on the Disney Channel. She's 14 years old. She tweets verbatim, Azealia Banks needs to simmer down a little. That,
Which is the truth.
I love Azealia Banks, I swear to God, but my God, girl, like, first of all, she's not lying. You just called this young man all kinds of horrendous shit because you feel like he copied you and then paid you dust. It's okay to have feelings. No, it's okay to feel any kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fair. But girl, you jumped clean off the ledge and you know that you did. And you can't sit here and be like, well, you know, that's just, you know, the way that I joke and blah, 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 whatever. Like, nobody else is laughing, girl. It's not funny. And if somebody was to say things like this to you, and people have been saying horrible shit like this to you, and it doesn't feel good, you don't like it. And so I don't understand. I don't get it. Anyway, she says Azealia Banks needs to simmer down a little. Directly into, like, talking about this little girl's body and her hips and you know how her mother is. I got this.
I just didn't want you to leave no parts out.
Horrible things about this child and her working in Hollywood because her mom is sucking dick at Disney and just, this is a 14-year-old girl. You know better, my nigga. You know better. It's like, I don't even understand. Like, when is the moment when you're not even, fuck everybody else. Fuck public perception. Fuck album sales, tours. For yourself, for your own spiritual and mental health. You can't continue to submit yourself to that kind of, like, darkness. It's just unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't comprehend it. When people get on, like, some of y'all be saying shit on Twitter that is so fucking ridiculous that it is not even directed towards me. And I'm like, oh God, I'm tired. I could take a nap right now. Like, whew, let me go ahead and log off. I just don't like to be angry. I don't like to be provoked. I don't like to be agitated. And I'm very well aware that I have mental health situations that I have to keep in check. You know what I'm saying? I know that I deal with things like depression. I have a bad temper. I get anxiety real easily. So I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to have to snap on somebody or say something dumb or get all angry because of some bitch on the other side of the world who done said something to me and you not going to say nothing to me when you see me. It's pointless. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the only thing that she didn't realize is that Sky Jackson literally saw that first tweet and was like, "Oh, girl!" Like she was. She just like, woo. She's just like, let me just run a lap, just stretch it all out. I've got this. Had plenty of time and didn't back down. Why? Because 14-year-olds of today will cuss you, your mama, your daddy out.
Smooth.
Your great-grand auntie, like everybody, like they are built for this. Like, what? She had all the emojis on deck, didn't use a single curse word. She won. You know what I'm saying? And it's no shade. She did. And again, like I said, I don't understand it. I know that people don't. It's fair for everybody to hate this bitch. I am not at all ever going to try and cape for her and be like, oh, please, like, understand that whatever. Like, everybody is fully understandable for everybody to feel the way that they do. But because I know her, respect the fact that I do know that she knows better. And I just want for her to even for herself, because I know her, to get to a place where you will just get that shit together. It's okay to have opinions and strong feelings about things and want to express those things and all that type of shit. But girl, my God, like you can't be like, it can't be, oh, well, you know, Azealia Banks doesn't seem like she's very nice. Faggot, please, die, bitch. Your mother sucks dicks in hell. She made a blood oath with the devil and that's how you were born, bitch. It's just not productive, and I want better. The only other thing I have to say about this, and then I'm done. The next time that she does some shit like this, which I promise you will probably be within the next 5 days.
30 minutes?
Don't tag me in, do not tag me in shit. Don't tag me anything. I done told y'all already, I don't pay attention to that bullshit. If anything, I'm sitting back like, oh God, here it is again. I think that people have a very skewed idea of what my place is in terms of Azealia Banks' life. I am not her guidance counselor. I'm not her mom or dad. I'm not her Jiminy Cricket. I'm not her prayer coach. I'm not Dr. Jenny or Dr. Drew. Like I can't get her. Like, oh, come and get you need to come get your friend. You need to come. What does that even mean, bitch? Do you know that she pays taxes just like I do, bitch? Like, she's an adult in the eyes of the American government. I don't have anything. My whole entire role in that child's life when this type of shit happens, at best what I would do is send her a text message and just be like, girl, positivity, love and light. You don't need to be doing this shit right now. That's it. That is the end of it. I'm not here to get anybody. I don't understand that. Literally the day before that happened, somebody sent me a thing on Twitter and was like, completely unrelated. But they said, I don't understand how you let Crystal go on these racist, man-hating, irrelevant rants. Literally, it was the day before this. And I sent him a tweet back and I was like, let her? Do you know that Crystal's been paying bills and taxes and shit and rent long before me? Like, she's grown. Let her do what? What are you talking about? I don't understand that. I'm not in charge of anybody but me, period. And all I can do is be there for who I can be there for and try and help or do whatever the fuck else. Somebody went on Instagram and talked about being friends with Azealia Banks is your biggest character flaw. Wow. I said, well, girl, breathing's your biggest character flaw, so when you stop, I will. How about that?
Oh, my God.
I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I don't give a fuck about any of that type of shit. That bitch, she has issues. It is what it is. I would like for her to be better, but I don't give a fuck that if everybody else hates her. If I know this girl, I have a different perspective. It is what it is. When we started this show, it was a gang of hundreds of people talking about how I hate Crystal. She's so loud. Why she always cussing? She's not ladylike. I wish she would get rid of her, take her off of the goddamn show. And what was I going? If I was like, oh well, girl, the girls don't see it for you, sweetheart. So. You making it hot for me in this street, bitch, so I just shouldn't be friends with you no more. Like, if me being nice to somebody who is not so nice is a character flaw, girl, then I welcome it. You can suck my dick 7 days a week. So, I think I hit all of my points.
Okay. Well, as someone who does not know Azealia Banks outside from her shit music and her terrible online presence. I mean, obviously, shit music is an opinion. You might like it. I think it's terrible. And thank you, girl. And her terrible online presence, I clearly don't feel the same way. I'm very fucking tired of this praying mantis looking ass bitch. And I wish she would log the fuck off. I'm glad Twitter deleted her account. I don't think it's racist. Yes, they do need to delete a whole lot of other niggas' accounts, but hers is also in the number. So the fact that it's gone, I could not be more glad. I hope Instagram is next, because she just goes from platform to platform talking shit. She don't ever actually stop. What the fuck is the point in apologizing for saying all this terrible shit you say about people and then just going on another social media app and doing the same thing over again? Like, bitch, log off. Everybody don't have the personality and the attitude that it takes to both be in the public eye and be an artist and be active on social media when people with all kinds of opinions and shit to say can direct it toward you. Everybody don't have what it takes to just ignore the dumb shit or log off when they're in a bad mood. And clearly Azealia doesn't have it. So just log the fuck off and save the rest of us from your dumbass antics, because I'm fucking tired of it. Like, it's not even like I'm mad at her or I think it's funny anymore. Every time I hear something else about this bitch, I'm like, God damn. Like, do you ever stop? The hits just keep on coming with your simple ass. At what point are you gonna be like, you know what? The phone is getting me in trouble and I'm just gonna leave it the fuck alone. Social media is optional, so opt the fuck out. I'm done.
That is all that I have.
All right.
Is there anything else in the world of pop culture that you would like for us to talk about before we move on? I don't know who that is.
There's nothing else. She's still gestating that baby.
That woman's name is Big Ange Kardashian.
Oh, Jesus.
Anything else?
Did we miss anything else or nah? Who? Oh, God. I actually have not read up about African Bambaataa and them molestation charges because I mean, it's not that I don't believe them. It's that I read enough bad news and I don't really want to know the details of you fucking around with some kids. Like, if it's been proven that you did this shit or these charges are coming out or whatever, that's really all I need to know. I do not need to know the details of that shit. So, suffice to say, I'm disgusted. And Russell Westbrook is a diva, and he can dress however he wants to as long as we keep winning. So, anything else? Okay, so y'all are just saying names now.
Hey guys, this episode is being brought to you by Bevel, the first and only razor designed specifically for coarse, curly hair and sensitive skin. It's really the only razor at this point that I can trust with my skin, and that's an honest fact. Most other razors or shaving experiences that I've had have been a bumpy road to hell, child. And with Bevel, I know that I can get myself together and feel like, you know, a rap mogul or something and have smooth skin. It's very, very fantastic. So if you or anybody you know could benefit from the Bevel razor, you know, a boyfriend, yourself, girlfriend, I don't know, whoever, then go to getbevel.com and use promo code FREEREAD, that's FREEREAD, and you'll get your first month's Bevel subscription for free. It's GETBEVEL.com, promo code FREEREAD. Check them out. They're awesome. And let's keep going with this damn show.
Let's move on to the Q&A portion. Asante and Dustin, if y'all could come help us out. This is obviously the part where we normally do listener letters, but we'll take questions from you guys. Let's start over here. One of y'all.
Okay. What's happening? What's your name? Hold on.
That shit was like $10 a Top Shop, child. I don't give a fuck.
All right, here we go. What's your name?
My name is Siobhan, and I'm from Baltimore.
All right, Siobhan, what's your question?
I actually just want to say I love you guys. Love you guys, okay?
Thank you.
But I know, not a but, this is actually for Kid Fury, but hopefully Crystal can join in. I know that you like The Walking Dead, Kid Fury, and I want to know what character would you identify with most, and what character do you think Crystal would identify with?
That's the one with the zombies, right? I have not seen that. I don't do the undead.
You have
That's
no
right.
reason to watch
I
it.
don't do it. Not my Jesus.
I think that I want to say Michonne, but I think that's because it's my favorite character. But also because she has a katana and I also have one. I don't know why, but I do. So, and because she like didn't speak to anybody for like the first 3 seasons she was on. Like she like almost never opened her mouth unless it was to be like, move or you will be moved, bitch. Like, so I feel like I just really relate to her on that level, and I feel like Crystal would probably be the same person. Yeah, because we would both just be trying to survive and keep ourselves alive. Right. And really, if anything, we're only going to connect with you if it'll help us get to where we're going, because we don't really give a fuck about you no way, girl. I think that I missed a lot of episodes. Michonne could be different now.
Asante, who you got?
All right, what's your name and what's your question? Don't embarrass me.
I don't plan on it. I don't plan on it. My name is Dee. I'm from Baltimore as well.
Hi, Dee.
Yeah, so plugging y'all. I just listened to the Friend Zone podcast, you know. It was amazing. But there was one episode talking about getting out of the matrix and falling back into it every now and again. And this is actually something, I don't think that they touched on it the way that I'm going to ask you, but somebody asked you all about this before. I want to kind of know what it was like for y'all transitioning from your 9-to-5 to doing dream jobs. What exactly happened? Like, how did that happen? How did you feel? And how did you kind of get there?
Well, do you want me to go first? Because it just kind of snuck up on me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can go first if you're ready.
I quit my 9-to-5 last June, very quietly, and just sort of, left. Because at that point, I was wasting money at work, which is crazy. But I don't think I understand what you mean by like, how did it happen? We were doing this podcast for like 2.5 years before I felt comfortable enough to leave my full-time job. But it was really a matter of consistency more than anything else. Like just being able to continuously show up and do the work and, read email and be willing to like take on new opportunities and see what else was out there. So, it just kind of all gradually built up week by week until I got to the point where I could do it financially and then felt comfortable, because I could have left my job probably 6 months earlier than that, but the thought of not having a steady paycheck scared the shit out of me. Like the thought of not knowing the exact day and hour that my check was gonna be there every time, that scared me real bad. So I gave myself some extra time to get used to it and then finally just, let it go. And I am not opposed to going back to a 9-to-5. Lord knows if I ever find myself in a safari type situation, I'll be right back on jobseekers.net. But until then, I'm gonna just ride it.
Okay.
I haven't had like a 9-to-5 in I think maybe 5 years. So I don't really remember.
For you, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different for you.
I do know that like when I left my last job, I was like, I don't want anybody coming to me asking me any more questions. I don't want anybody coming to me and telling me how long my break got to be. Like, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to come and have to be around people and like, oh God, like
every day,
everything
man.
about it.
Every day.
Like, and then you leave knowing that you have to do it again tomorrow. Like,
the same corny people, the same stupid meetings, the same dumb emails you don't need to be CC'd on, the same niggas sending you forwards. It's just
too much.
Yeah.
Just ask, do you want to go to lunch together? Like, no, I don't want to go to lunch. I don't talk
Office
to you at
politics.
work. Why would I want to talk to you at lunch?
I don't miss that shit.
My break is for me. Like, just leave me alone. I just didn't like it. But luckily, I still lived at home. So I was doing YouTube videos in front of a salmon-colored wall and blogging and telling my mama, don't worry about it, like this is gonna be something. And my mama was like, okay. My daddy was the one who was very much like, so when are we going to do something serious? That was cute. It was really, that was, you know, the dream internet thing, whatever. When are you going to get a job? But my mother was like, I believe if you believe it, then I believe that you can do it. She realized that, because I never was somebody who wasn't working prior to that. Every other time I had a job, I didn't give a fuck where it was. I needed money because don't want to go ask nobody to give me nothing. I don't want to ask no questions. I don't want you asking me no questions. I don't want to owe you nothing. I want it myself. And so I did that, but I didn't really get that feeling until I moved to New York, because it was like, oh, like I could be out on the street. Like, I always had a warm bed in oxtail at my mommy's house. My mommy and dad.
I just want to say, welcome to Baltimore. Check out Blue Moon Cafe for breakfast tomorrow.
Okay. Who's next?
All right.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Sabrina. And number one, Crystal, thank you for being another black girl that loves country music.
Thank you.
I go to concerts and count Confederate flags versus brown faces.
Oh,
we always lose.
We always lose.
Like,
the fact that you even went.
All the time.
I don't even go in Oklahoma, which you would think would be a safe space. But no, I just can't.
It's
I
safe
wouldn't
here.
think that.
And then also,
So rude.
the difference between a half and half and an Arnold Palmer is unsweetened tea. Half and half is sweetened.
I didn't even know that.
So the lemonade is sweet and the tea is sweet?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification.
You're welcome. My question is, I'm here with my friend Lorraine, and recently, a week ago, we had a friend pass away at the age of 31 from a crazy accident. And she was a free spirit and a crazy person and amazing. And this is going to be a slightly depressing question, but it'll be happy too. So we're trying to pick a way to honor her every year, like a thing to do. So if you guys had to pick, God forbid that you go early, if you had to pick a thing for your friends to do every year to honor you.
This is appropriate, because I just want to die right now.
What kind of annual tradition thing would you design for your friends to do to help me it was a week ago, help me. How would you design? Her name is Nicole, and she's very important.
Well, first of all, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Yeah, everybody quiet down just for Nicole real quick. Let's just get through this. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna cry.
I think that I would want for them to, hopefully I would be wealthy. Well, you're talking, I would just want for them to ride around in Jeeps on Washington Avenue on South Beach and play slip and slide music really loud and drink Hennessy.
Okay.
And smoke
that's
weed.
a good one.
That's it. Like, to just drive around from Fifth Ave and just go up Collins. No, go up Ocean, all the way up to North Miami Beach and just blast music, be real ghetto, every day of the year of my death.
No, it's like one day a year, but that's thank you.
Yeah, a trip to South Beach, and that's the one thing that you can go to Wet Willie's and get fucked up and do whatever else y'all want to do, but for me, hop in a Jeep, preferably a neon colored Jeep, and then ride down the street in the Shut Up video.
Well, my friends would never, but I would like for them to go to the rodeo.
Nope.
And eat all my favorite barbecue with my favorite barbecue sauce, which is Head Country. It's manufactured in Oklahoma, and I'm not sure if it's available anywhere but the Southwest, but it's my absolute favorite. So get you some hot links on some hot dog bread and a bunch of barbecue sauce, and just eat all my favorite food, have a Beyonce dance party, and enjoy the rodeo. Which, like I said, they would literally never do, but ideally.
They're gonna have to one day.
Well,
Are you okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to be dark. Because you're giving me Grim Reaper.
I'm really sorry for your loss. Thank you.
All right, young lady, what's your name and what's your question right here?
My name is Anya. Hey, Kenesha. I want to say thank you so much for exploring your passion. I'm in sales all day and I'm in the car all day, and music just wasn't getting it. And my friend Kenesha put me onto y'all's podcast, and it has changed my whole entire life. Like, I want to get up all day. I started from day one, and I'm like halfway through. So my question, and it's entertaining and I appreciate it. So my comment is, if ever you guys feel like you just do not want to get up and do this thing, just remember that there's people out here who loves the stupidest jokes y'all tell. And it's not anything big, but it gets us through the day. So my question is, like I said, I started from the very first episode, and on the first anniversary, somebody asked you about the favorite memories of each of you. And Kid Fury, you said that it was a time when you were playing Phase 10 with Crystal, and she got so mad that she wouldn't play with you anymore. So I just want to know.
No, I got so mad.
Oh no, you got so mad. Sorry. You got so mad you wouldn't play with anymore. So my question is, have you found anybody else to play Phase 10 with you? And if not, I'm available.
No, I just play it by myself on my iPad now. Because nobody wants to play with me anymore.
He can't play Phase 10 because he gets fed up and throws all the cards up in the air.
It's a very frustrating game.
But we'll let him play again.
It's a game that you can literally be like on your last phase and somebody who's on their first could still beat you.
Do you even remember what phase you were on before you threw that fit?
It was like
2.
I think I was...
Kia. We were all there that night. He was fed up.
I'm usually not a sore loser, but...
We'll play against
Wait, to that side of the room. Dustin, you got a question over there? Dustin, you got a question over there?
Dustin, who you got?
Yeah, hey. What you doing? No, here she is.
Hi, y'all. Y'all can just call me Storm.
I know how this is about to go.
Oh, because your hair is gray. I get it, right?
Her hair
Yes.
Her hair is gray.
I mean, Storm's hair is white, but...
Oh, my bad.
Some slight. But anywho, so... first, I want to say, Kid Fury, I would love to take you up and invest in your business proposal you had when you talked about... what's that movie called? When he talked about having individual movie screening rooms in a theater, so you don't have to deal with people's kids in a radar movie.
I heard that there's a couple of places that do this already, but I don't remember where.
Oh, I wasn't hip. So that's a side note. But my question is that me and some friends are having a friendly debate about something that's not that really important. It's about body count. And
that sounds important to me.
So me and my friends on my side think that if you have like a one-time stand and it was shitty, then it shouldn't count towards your body count. But my other friends think that if you do anything at all, then it counts.
If that ain't the most Drea basketball life ass logic.
I'm honestly way more worried about like genital quality than body count. You could sleep with 600 people and then if none of them have an STD and you use a condom every time, you better off than somebody who fucked 5 random niggas with herpes.
And I said that. If you have no disease or no
what the
baby,
fuck does that have to do with your body? That doesn't change the fact that you lying, girl. Like,
but does body...
You still wrong.
I don't think that body count really matters. Like, and I
agree with
but
that.
as far as like counting is concerned, if you slept with him, then that, I mean, girl, you slept with him. You can't take it back. You can't.
It's just not even
erase the penis from being in your vagina. Like it happened.
I mean, what if you didn't even feel it though?
Thank you. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Storm.
Don't let the hood down on this side.
Thank you, Storm.
What's your name and what's your question?
All right, I'm gonna just go with Jane because I don't want to give out my real name because this is like a real listener question right now. And I'm too real to say it's about my friend. It's about me, okay? All right. So I'm engaged.
I'm waiting.
Right, because the question just began. So I'm 26. My fiance is 40. So that's one thing. So far, relationship has been amazing. It's been great. But I realized that I don't know if I'm ready to settle down.
Thank you so much for saving time, because this won't take long.
So I've been thinking about writing.
Oh, there's
into
more,
y'all
'cause
for
I was ready.
weeks
Okay.
now. Okay, obviously she's ready, she's down, like whatever. 40 years old, of course you're at a different point in your life, but
Oh, girl, keep
Lesbians.
up. Keep up. Where, like,
Now I get
Wait.
it.
Riley.
I just want you to know this might ruin my life, but I'm putting it out here because I need y'all advice and I trust
It ain't
you.
gonna
So
ruin
I'ma
shit because you about to be single. Let's just move forward. Let's just get the train moving.
Okay, go ahead, I'm ready.
So you're 26. This
Yes.
woman is 40. You are engaged for whatever earthly reason. You have come to the honest truth in your life, which is that you are not ready to settle down because you are 26 years of godly age. Like, you are right here on earth and have been for 26 years.
That's right.
Because before you even said how old the fiance was, when you said you were engaged and you told me your age, the first thing that popped in my head was why? Because, I mean, I know that back in, the Sadie Hawkins era, the girls were getting married at like 15 or whatever, and that's fine. But today, I just feel like there's so much growing and so much that you learn about yourself. Really, like, I feel like every maybe 5 years, you mature a little bit more. But at 26, girl, you should still be out here hoeing, honestly. Like,
Can I say something? Okay, so I really related with something Dustin said on the Friend Zone, where he said the dream was to go out and every night you go home with somebody you like. Like, I get it.
So why are you
I don't know
engaged?
about all that. I said what I said. And I'm not changing it. That's right. So, yeah, wedding's off.
Go on and give her ring back.
You can totally still be friends.
Make arrangements to move out. I'm sure y'all live together.
Really, the saddest part of this is that you didn't end it before Sweet Heat, because you could have been down in Miami with
You
me
could have
bagging
just been in
a
Miami.
whole bunch of hoes. But, like, there's always next year. Feel free
There's
to join
always
us.
Pride in Atlanta in September.
Yes, there's Queens in Atlanta, right? Baden, New York. There's Crave in Houston. You just got to be out here for the girls. But getting married at 26 years old, absolutely not. And to a 40-year-old, child, please, she know better.
I'm gonna take my...
Good luck.
Okay. Better be good too. Hold on.
Dustin.
Hi, I'm Renice. So I have a question on how to deal with a situation at work. So I work at a school, and most of the people I work with are like Black, and most of them are also women. Except for this one guy who's like 5'3", not cute, receding hairline, doesn't know how to dress, got a big gap, but he hits on like every single woman that walks through our door. So he works for the school, and I work at a nonprofit. But like, it's not just that he hits on them, he like talks about how he doesn't really like girls who wear makeup, he wants his women to be natural, but all these women wear makeup, and he will hit on them. And then, but like, that's a problem. But then we found out that he's married. He's married with 3 kids. He only talks about 1 kid. His wife, his wife is struggling with cancer. And like, I kid you not, like, this is real. We had a conversation about it today before I left work. And like,
How do you even know all of this?
Facebook.
Because he hits on my coworkers like in front
He's
of
like,
me.
hey, what's up, baby? My wife has cancer.
No. Okay, hold on. So one of my coworkers came in from we work at a nonprofit, so our nonprofit's on Wall Street. So she came in and he was like, I noticed you don't have a ring on your finger. And we were like, okay. But then one of the women who work there go to church with him because Brooklyn is about this big. Because I live in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's about this big. So they saw him with his wife at the church. And everyone else at the job is just kind of like trying to keep it PC.
I'm gonna stop you right here. This is no shade. It's no shade. I just want to point something out to you really quickly. This guy is clearly a creep, right? And he's hitting on all of these women. And so to me, that would imply that you would like for him to not be involved in your life or space. It's somehow you have all of this information about his life and you know all of the church tea and all of it. So I'm just confused because for me personally, I would be looking at somebody who's 5'3" with a gap, who's ashy or whatever horrible things he said about him. And I would simply be saying, I don't care what kind of girls you like. You are not on the market. Like, no, like you have nothing to offer anybody for me to care. Like, please stop speaking to me. So I just feel like, a lot of times we get in our own way by not just taking the simpler route by, telling somebody to fuck off and leave you alone forever. It's a great story. Like, I feel like you could go on forever, but at the same time, it just feels very simple. Like you could just be like, please girl, leave me alone. And in fact, like this is inappropriate in the work environment. So you should really check yourself because you could lose your job out here playing a game. And then who's gonna pay for your wife's medical bills?
Agreed. So, did that answer your question? Is that a yes?
This is actually going to be the last question, I believe. Thank you all so much so far that have asked. I understand. I'm so sorry. Young lady, what's your name and what's your question?
Wait, are you serious?
I'm just going by the text, okay? This is my job.
We got told to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Oh,
right,
damn.
So what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Rama
Sorry,
from College Park. And UMD, Fear the Turtle. But so I had a question. So I have a lot of male friends, and they're just always asking me, a lot of gay male friends, and those, would you be a surrogate for me and my partner and this and that? And it's always like, it's such a invasive kind of personal question, but we're that close, you can ask me that, but I'm just like, the answer is no. But then it comes off so insensitive and jerky. And I'm originally West African, first generation, all day, dialects and all. So it's just like, I can just imagine, like, explain that to my mom. It's like, you are carrying a man's baby. How? You're not even sexy. Are you stupid? Have you gone mad? So I'm just like, how do I tell you no? So I was just wondering, Crystal, would you ever be a surrogate for someone? And how would you kindly tell them no?
I don't know why the devil put this question on your spirit. But first of all, no one has come to me with that because I feel like they already know that the answer is no. I'm not about to grow, gestate no whole ass human being for you, my nigga. Like, I understand y'all want to have a kid, and that's cool. Science can do all kind of things. That's great. However, my first pregnancy is definitely not going to be for somebody else. I don't even think they let you do that. And secondly, I just don't want to. Like, the fact that you don't want to and you want to keep your uterus for yourself and not share it with other people is perfectly fine. Like, you shouldn't feel guilty about saying, no, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to find another human incubator to help you complete this project. Like, it just won't be me. If y'all are that close of friends and... Oh, okay. If y'all are that close, then they should understand that that's a really personal question, and that's a monumental sacrifice to ask of a woman, because it's not like, oh, you just get pregnant and you just go on about your day and nothing changes. Your whole fucking life gets fucked up. Do you know, I'm sure y'all do know, but babies be like cracking your hips open and oh my God, stretching your shit all out, and your stomach take months to go back down and shit. I can't. I'm sorry. No, I don't see me doing that for funsies. So, not for something I don't get to keep afterwards. Like, if I go through all that shit, whatever I give birth to, it's coming home with me until I'm done. So,
did you hear that, Vince? It's actually really.
Okay, that was rude. That was not nice.
Father God. Well, Vince, I did not know that was for you.
He wanted me to come ask your opinion.
Oh,
That's why.
Okay, I was gonna say I might have said it a little bit sweeter had I known you was basically talking about your friend right here in the audience, but no, that's a lot of fucking work. You're gonna have to hire somebody.
That's just one of those things that a person can't really be upset at you saying no to, because it's like, how could you be upset if somebody didn't want to do that? You know what I'm saying? It's just something you got to take on the chin. So you shouldn't even be uncomfortable to calmly be like, oh, no, thanks. I won't be doing that. There are whole entire places that you can go to with lists of women who will do it for you. I'm sure it's not free. But
oh, no, it's very expensive. And I see why they would ask a friend instead, but no.
I wouldn't do it for free. Like, we could be home ease. I'm gonna grow a whole ass nigga inside of my goddamn body and have him eat what I'm eating and make me tired and make my feet swole up and my face is fat and my back hurt and I gotta sleep on my side, and then they have to pull this nigga out of my goddamn birth canal and sew me back together. And then this bitch just told me that some women have to go home with pads because their vaginas and stuff are bleeding all over the place for days. After the whole process, you shit on yourself. They got to sew you back up. Like, I'm not doing that for you to just be here. Best friends for life. Go best friend. That's my best friend. You bet. No.
Ain't. But good luck to you.
Thank you.
Sir. And you, ma'am. All right.
Sorry to those of you who didn't get to ask questions.
Yes,
sorry that you had to stand up here on
we're
your
running out of time.
2 whole feet for no goddamn reason. Running blood pressure all up and through your goddamn toes for nothing.
Sorry about that, but thank you so much to everybody who did get up and ask a question. Don't forget, this episode of The Read is also brought to you by NatureBox. NatureBox has over 100 delicious, amazing snacks that are healthier than most of the junk we tend to snack on. And they've taken all the guesswork and frustration out of the process. You can snack confidently and stop wasting time trying to pronounce a bunch of long, difficult words that really just mean that you're eating a bunch of junk that your body doesn't need. So head to naturebox.com/read right now to get 50% off your first box of delicious and unique snacks without any of the mess. They're offering you a personalized, flexible, and healthy snacking experience. Choose the box that works for you and your family. Have it sent to home or work. And if you ever have a snack you don't like, let NatureBox know and they'll replace it in your next order for free. So again, go to naturebox.com/read for 50% off your first box of the best tasting snacks in the world. The whole world. Now we're going to move on to the read portion of the show. Kifir, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I think mine might be short. So, this is all that I want to say. I think that it's about time. I don't know if I've said this before on the show, but if I have, oh, well, I'm saying it again. I think that there's a real big issue, I think, within the gay community and outside of the gay community when it comes to the idea of being a feminine gay man.
Yes.
I've wanted to talk about homophobia in the homosexual community for a long time. I think that it's a long conversation. It's almost like the DL shit to me, where I feel like I could sit here literally for hours and talk about all of the layers behind it. But no, girl, I'm not doing the goddamn video. Like, I'm not gonna do it. And it's just like, whatever. But yes, I think that we it's time for us to stop acting like there's something wrong with a man being effeminate, or like that makes you less of a man or anything else. Like, I don't understand it, especially coming from other gay people. It doesn't make any sense to me. It actually is very harmful because a lot of you are missing the fact that when a lot of ignorant, straight, homophobic people look at gay men, that's like the issue that they have. You know what I'm saying? They'll even say to some guys who are like more masculine, if they find out that they're gay, they'll be like, oh, I would have never known. You don't act like a gay person to me. Like, you the cool kind of gay person. Like, if you gonna be gay, I feel like it don't make no sense to be wearing all that makeup and doing drag shit and all that, like that sissy fag shit or whatever. Like, doesn't make any sense. People are out here living their life. Please keep in mind, I'm not talking about dating. Like, I'm not talking about trying to get chose or whatever, because quiet as it may be kept, the femme cunts out here be pulling niggas that'll whoop you and your boyfriend ass. So, okay, the femboys be out here with the real actual trade. They will kill you, your partner, and go right back to prison for it, and dap the homie. It's like, yep, I'm back. So, and Queen is going to be going down for visitation, putting money on books. So it's not even like, as far as the gay, you may think that feminine gay men aren't out here pulling, but they bag them and they keep it real cut and quiet because, bitch, oh well, more for me. I'm just talking about like a respect thing. I think that, like, if you really get deep into the issue, there's just this idea that femininity equals weakness. And it's not even just within the gay community. It's as far as just being female, period. Like, actual women, it doesn't matter what you do for a living, how you look, what you've been through, people will just treat you like you're less than or you're secondary to a man and to masculinity. And so they treat men the same way. I feel like that's the reason why it's worse, because you're treated like, oh, well, you're a man, so you should be doing this, and this is what a man is supposed to be, and this is, you know, what makes you rah, 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 rah. I still have a dick between my legs, and I will beat your motherfucking ass if you run up. So I don't understand what we're talking about. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? You ain't gonna whip my ass. You understand what I'm saying? I'll take your daddy. Like, shut the fuck up. You know, I can't really sit here and just go back and forth in terms of like straight people. I feel like a lot of people just decide to be ignorant because, oh, hey, girl. Charlotte's Web and things. I think a lot of people just choose to be ignorant because it means that they don't have to do too much thinking. A lot of people are just very allergic to like knowledge. And it makes them uncomfortable to like learn things and realize that they didn't know something, or realize that they went their whole life being wrong about some shit. So they rather just not at all involve themselves in anything that makes sense. So for straight people who still in 2016 trying to be homophobic, girl, you should probably Google the Kinsey scale and figure out where you land on that bitch, honey, because you probably ain't where you think you are. But Google it. It's, you know, vital information for your everyday life. But as far as fellow gay men are concerned, think twice before you out here on Jack talk about no fats and femmes, honey. Because these niggas out here that you want to bag that look like whatever rapper and carry themselves around like Trade, and you love them because they thug this and they remind you of straight niggas. That whole image that you're involved with, them niggas that are actually out there in the street look at you like you're a punk, and they would probably beat your ass in an alley if they had the chance to. Like, I don't understand why you are like, it's another thing, like when I say that like how hurt people. And so like we are almost conditioned at this point to just be like, well, this is the idea of what, you know, a man should be. This is what, you know, a gay man should look like and how he should behave in order for me to be left alone. If I put on these new era shorts and this goddamn whatever, and I, you know, lower my voice and I talk about Future. And I'd be like, yeah, bro, what up? You know, I'm just in here working on games, my nigga. Like, it's just so, like, it's so depressing to see one of my fellow cunt girls. I don't even know where I fall in terms of the whole masculinity, femininity thing, because I just don't care. I'm just trying to be me. If you consider me to be feminine, masculine, whatever, okay, girl, again, you ain't gonna whoop my ass, and you ain't gonna stop my hoeing. So...
Most importantly,
you can't stop my money. Like, you, okay, have at it, honey. Call me what you want to. I don't give a fuck about that. I just think that it's very dangerous and it's very ignorant as fuck for you to be treating other gay people just simply living their life like it's something wrong with them because they're feminine. It ain't nothing wrong with being feminine, period. Your mama's fucking feminine, bitch, and she's the reason that you here right now, ho. So the next time that you see one of my gay boys beating their face or doing whatever it is, wearing a smooth Jeffrey Campbell heel to the club, doing whatever, living their God, let them live their life. You have to just get to a point. Gay people, fat people, tall people, short people, skinny people, black people, people with freckles, whatever. Like, just, okay, girl, you different, and that affects me in zero way. It doesn't affect me at all. I still have to pay this rent on the first of the month. They don't want to hear no questions. They don't want any kind of commentary. I can't come to them and say, well, I spent all my time at True Religion trying to get jeans so that the niggas would like me on Instagram. Like, they don't give a fuck about that. They want their money. So I can't be worried about what you're doing. Respect one another. At the end of the day, it's still niggas out here who want us to be dead, who telling us what bathroom we can and can't go to, who are trying to tell us why we can't get married, what kids we can and can't have, why we going to hell, and why their lives are better than us and they way more holy than we are, bitch, because, you know, socket and plug and whatever. Like, still to this day, and you're trying to fit this mold because you're afraid. You get everybody know you gay, and you still trying to fit into this mold that makes you the good kind of gay instead of just being who you are and not giving a fuck about what anybody thinks about you. I'm tired of telling you niggas that you can be confident and let your confidence be completely independent of another bitch opinion. If they can't stop your hustle or your hoeing, bitch, then do you. But even if you can't, you better leave me alone, bitch. Get out of my motherfucking face, because I have no intention on changing for any motherfucking body. I like RuPaul's Drag Race and Trick Daddy, bitch. Okay.
You gotta put "you can't stop my hoeing" on a button or a duffel bag or something.
Because you can't. Like, if I'm committed to it, bitch, what are you
Dedicated.
gonna do? I'm still gonna pull a nigga if I want one, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you motherfucking think about it. So eat a dick. I could be cunt and ride through the motherfucking pork and bean projects, bitch. Can you? Because they know me in them streets.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay. So my read this week goes out to Gene Simmons, a bitch. You may know him from the band Kiss. And when Prince died, Gene Simmons was doing an interview with Newsweek, and they asked him about Prince. And at first he was very kind, you know, Prince was an amazing musician, this, blah, blah, blah. However, Prince killed himself with this drug and alcohol addiction, and David Bowie's death was sad, but Prince's was deliberate. And talking all this shit about Prince like maybe 3 days after he had died. And I'm not going to say that it like immediately incensed me, because at first I was like, okay, first of all, Gene Simmons is one old ass motherfucker. And I understand that he may know what he's talking about as far as like classic rock and roll and shit like that is concerned. But just because you are very knowledgeable in one subject does not mean you should open your fucking mouth about the other one. Now, you don't have any idea, especially not at that point, of how Prince died or anything else. So what you should have done was just say, Prince was an amazing musician. I thought he was fantastic. His loss will be sorely missed. And that would have been the end of it. But no, you had to open your mouth and start talking about a subject you didn't know shit about and then put your foot in it. Now he and his bandmates and his wife and all these other people have been running back and forth. White people arguing on Twitter with this man about this shit and all this. I'm like, okay, I was gonna let it go until I actually looked up the entire Newsweek interview and seen this nigga mention Beyonce's name. Child, not once but twice. Now, Prince was bad enough, but Prince is gone, so I was gonna let it go. However, Beyonce is still here, and at first, again, it was something very kind and generic. And then he says, well, a lot of these girls are out here lying to people, and like J-Lo or Beyonce, if you're charging $150 for a concert ticket, then you need to tell people that 50% of this show is fake, and I'm not really singing, and I'm not using any live instrumentation, so you don't have no business charging people that kind of money to go to a concert. Now that made me stand smooth straight the fuck up, because first of all, Jennifer Lopez, you know, legend though she may be on the 6, is no one's Beyonce. No one's Beyonce. So the fact that you decided to group Beyonce and J-Lo in the same sentence and compare them as if they are on similar levels lets me further know that you are talking about a subject you don't know shit about. Talking about, oh, well, Beyonce ain't got no business charging $150. First of all, $150 is a cheap seat to a Beyonce concert, bitch. First of all, I fucking wish you could get in the pit for $150, bitch. More like $1,000. Secondly, Beyonce been using a whole ass live band, live singers in her shows for how long now? How many different tours has Beyonce been on in the past 5 years with live music on them? Again, you are talking about something you don't know shit about, because had you been to a Beyonce concert, you would know that whatever bullshit standards you have set up, she far exceeds them. She is using live music, using real backup singers, using her own real ass voice. So again, what's the problem with her charging whatever the fuck she wants to for tickets to her own fucking concert? But my biggest issue with this shit is that white people love to act like black people are so much worse for doing the exact same shit that white people do all the time. Like, I'm sorry, because I'm losing my voice and I'm so ill, but for you to compare David Bowie and Prince in that way, to insinuate that one's death was sad and the other one was preventable and ridiculous because it all could have been avoided, it's just such racist bullshit. That's just, especially when you don't even know the cause of death, that's just straight up you being racist and dumb and happy in your ignorance. You talking about Beyonce ain't got no business? Keep Beyonce out your fucking mouth when you don't know what the fuck you talking about. This black woman been in the game for 16, 17 years and has made her way up to being the top pop artist. Fuck that. The top artist globally, period. Nobody shits on Beyonce. Nobody touches the hem of her garment. So shut the fuck up. So shut the fuck up when it comes time to talking about Beyonce. Now, I don't know what J-Lo is doing in her concerts, because I don't believe there's been a J-Lo show since 2006. But I'm sure if there is, it's a whole bunch of backing tracks and bitches in Louboutins not really doing nothing. That's none of my business, because I don't pay money to see raggedy assholes that should have sat down 10 years ago. No shade, but she's no Beyonce. So Gene Simmons, sweetie, I'm proud of you for staying around for this long. I certainly thought you had already clocked out of this mortal coil. But from here on out, I'm gonna need you to keep your opinions where they have some sense. Keep your opinions to shit that you know what the fuck you talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about, it's perfectly fine to say, I don't know enough about this subject, and keep on fucking moving. Don't run your mouth and then embarrass yourself. And that's my read.
So shout out to you, Baltimore, for coming out to the Read Live. First time here in Baltimore.
First time in Baltimore.
You're a great crowd.
It has been an
You're
amazing
very
evening.
animated and
very fun. Do we have an acronym to bless the kids with?
I will just say, don't get married young. Tell niggas to leave you alone. Log off. And mind your business and eat chicken and be merry.
Thank you so much, Baltimore, for our very first show here. You were amazing. And we'll see y'all next time.